The following video is not made for kids. Viewer discretion is advised. Hello to my subscribers, this is the TFangy coming to you with what will hopefully be a quick and successful review. And today, we're going to be actually doing a double review because the two Transformers action figures we are looking at, as the title of the video and the thumbnail have already revealed, it is the Transformers Studio Series TF1 Optimus Prime and Megatron action figures. So, Transformers 1 Optimus Prime, his Studio Series figure is number 112, and Megatron is number 114. And wow, I can't believe last year in 2024, Megatron became the 114th Transformers action figure to be released in the Studio Series line. Wow. But anyways, here they are in their boxes. You got some nice artwork of them in their robot modes on the front. Under the box, you've even got Optimus Prime with the Matrix of Leadership glowing inside his chest. Since these were released last year in 2024, there's no clear plastic windows, unlike the ones we're seeing on the new packaging for Studio Series Transformers being released in 2025. And you've got the Transformers Generations logo on here. That's one thing I pointed out in my video of the Studio Series Gamer Edition Ironhide, is that for the new year in 2025 with the new Transformers action figures, the Transformers Generations logo has been removed, so it looks like it's the end of Transformers Generations, and going forward, Age of the Primes and Transformers 1 might be their own thing. And unless, of course, Hasbro and Takara Tomy decide to bring back the Generations slogan, but maybe they ran out on the registered trademark for the name, for the word Generations to be used for the Transformers. Transformers Generations had a good run. It was 15 years, but I'm babbling, so let's get back here and focus on these guys. Around to the sides of the boxes, you got the same artwork of their faces. You got Optimus Prime and Megatron. There's some zoomed out versions of the same image on this side of the box, and oddly enough, they just slapped an Autobot logo on Megatron's box, even though he's a Decepticon. On other parts of the packaging, it shows that he is supposed to be a Decepticon, so it's kind of a shame they didn't do it here on the side of the box. But anyways, flipping them around, you've got the official product photos. You've got Optimus Prime in his robot mode and his alt mode of a Cybertronian truck. He transforms back and forth between both modes in 25 steps. He can even remove the Matrix of Leadership, and according to this product photo on the back of his box, you can kind of fake him having holding the Matrix in both of his hands. I'm not going to show that off because as I've seen a handful of reviews where they've tried to do it, and the way you have to put Optimus Prime in that pose, you have to bend his lower arms inward so the elbow joints can be used to have the hands unite against the Matrix of Leadership, so I'm just not going to do that, but I will show the photo of it off there. Optimus Prime's accessory pieces along with the Matrix of Leadership includes his Energon Battle Axe, which is blue, instead of orange, since that's the glow that it appeared in the Transformers 1 movie, and his one-sentence bio on the top of the box reads, a hero fulfills his destiny, becoming the legendary Optimus Prime. So yeah, there's his bio there. A lot of Transformers fans and collectors have said that, as far as action figures of TF1 Optimus Prime, they prefer the deluxe class Optimus Prime figure that was released in the actual Transformers 1 line at mass retail versus the Studio Series figure. One of the reasons why is because the parts on Studio Series Optimus Prime that are supposed to be done in a metallic gray, they're actually done in beige plastic, which visually beige is one of those colors where it's not the most interesting color out there, so having Optimus Prime's parts, which are normally silvery gray, being done in beige, making it look like a metallic brown, it's not that very eye-appealing. But most importantly, the two double-barrel cannons that Optimus Prime has sticking out of his front bumper, which is pictured here on the back of the box, that infamously he pops off without a moment's notice, and unlike the mass retail deluxe class Optimus Prime figure in the Transformers 1 line, you can't really see it in the product photo here, but if you look closely, Optimus Prime's robot mode arm sticks out of the side of the vehicle modes instead of actually transforming into the vehicle like it does on the mass retail figure. I actually was originally going to pass on Studio Series Optimus Prime. I'm going to get the mass retail Transformers 1 Optimus Prime figure, but when I found this guy at my local Target store on clearance, and so I figured why not get it instead of the other one. I have no interest at this time in getting the mass retail Deluxe Class Transformers 1 Optimus Prime figure since I now have the Studio Series, but I might change my mind someday. Bringing Megatron in here. Here you got product photos of his raw mode and his alt mode of a Cybertronian tank. He transforms back and forth between both modes in 24 steps. And unlike the side of the box here, on the back of the box, it shows up here on the top that he is, in fact, a Decepticon. The Studio Series versions of these guys are based on their final appearance in the Transformers 1 movie when Megatron has a surge of power and he upgrades from D-10 into Megatron. Now, for those of you wondering, where does the name D-10 come from? That's because when Megatron was originally a part of the Micro-Change line of action figures, his original Generation 1 action figure back in 1983, when it was part of the Micro-Change line but being sold by Takara Tomy, it had the product audit code number of D10, meaning it was the 10th figure in that line that was released. So that's where the name D10 comes from. His Cybertronian tank mode, while it's not the best looking tank, it is very screen accurate to his appearance at the end of the movie. And unlike Optimus Prime, Megatron did not get a deluxe class figure in the actual Transformers 1 line, and one of the reasons why people have been collecting the Optimus Prime figure and the Studio Series figure is because the deluxe Optimus Prime figure in the actual TF1 line, it's loosely designed to be based to look like Optimus Prime when he was still Orion Pax, before he was given the matrix of leadership by the 13 original Primes, and became the next Autobot commander. So it would have been nice if Megatron had been given a slightly smaller deluxe class figure like Optimus Prime and had his helmet painted black instead of silvery gray. Just to give an action figure of D10. But the general consensus from Hasbro is that they are done producing action figures for the Transformers 1 line. The only ones that are still going to be coming out are the figures being released in the Studio Series line that were already planned last year in 2024, such as Bumblebee, Elita 1, and they recently announced at New York Toy Fair in February that there's going to be it wasn't at New York Toy Fair, it was a leaked listing of Transformers figures coming out later this year and next year in 2026, that there will be an action figure of Arachnid. Arachnid being coming out. So except with the exception of a few Studio Series figures, Hasbro is done with Transformers 1. I guess after the initial box office performance had mediocre ticket sales instead of being a overnight blockbuster success, Hasbro kind of lost faith in Transformers 1 as a whole, because a few weeks after the movie's premiere and it was announced that it had only seen moderate success at the box office, Hasbro announced that they were done with making movies on their franchises, even including Transformers. So it looks like Transformers 1 might be the last Transformers movie being released at movie theaters, at least for a good long time. The production staff said that if the movie had done well, they would have wanted to do a trilogy and had 2 more films follow up, where Optimus Prime and Megatron battle over Cybertron would have been the plot of the second film, and the third film would have been the exodus from most likely the exodus of Cybertron we're ending with them arriving on Earth, and it probably would have been almost like a precursor to the actual original Transformers Generation 1 cartoon show. But so far, what will happen, we just have to unfortunately wait for time to tell, unfortunately. But yeah, here's one last look at Megatron's box, and it's once inspiring. Megatron aims to become the leader of Cybertron, and no one will stand in his way to get there. So yeah, this is his appearance in the film right after he murders Sentinel Prime. And this figure of Optimus Prime is based on his appearance after he gets the Matrix of Leadership. And since Transformers 1 came out last year, it's now April of 2025. So since it's been almost a year since the film came out, if you haven't seen the movie yet, I'm sorry if I'm spoiling it for you, but most fans have seen it. So these action figures are basically Optimus Prime and Megatron's appearances during the final act of the film. As far as what I was trying to get at a moment ago before I lost track is that if you want to have an action figure of Megatron when he was D10, and then your best option right now is buying a duplicate copy of the Studio Series TF1 Megatron figure and painting his helmet black, and customizing the figure into a D10 figure. So yeah, that's pretty much all there is to say about that. Just like Optimus Prime, I found Megatron at my local Target store. I was overjoyed when I saw him there on the shelf, and it was the last copy of him. It seemed to me personally, it seems like there's been fewer and fewer action figures of Megatron being released in recent years, and the figures of Megatron that do end up getting released, most of them are not so much aimed at older adult collectors. They're aimed for younger Transformers fans. And so there's very few Megatron action figures out there that are available for older adult collectors to obtain. At least in my opinion, that's the case. So without further delay, the video's already gone on much longer than I wanted to, so let's hurry up and get these guys out of the boxes and take a close look at them in their robot modes.